The Breakfast Club.
The weirdest statement I've long time in this room. All I heard was DJ Envy say is Lee Daniels coming. And then someone said no, and he said, damn, I set up my whole day to be late with Lee Daniels. I don't know what's going on with you and Lee Daniels, bro. But what was that about?
That's funny because we are about to talk about Lee Daniels in the rumors.
Let's go.
Listen up.
This just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, we talked about Lee Daniels on The Real last week, talking about embracing racism and how he's never done that. Here's what he had said previously.
I wouldn't be where I was if I embraced racism. If I embraced it, then it became real. And if it became real, I would be an angry black man.
All right. Well, now he is responding to the backlash. A lot of people have to respond to backlash on social media.
If racism is going to exist whether you embrace it or not. I don't embrace STDs. Don't mean I can't catch one.
Okay. Good point. Well, here is what he has said now.
I wake up to all these blogs that are talking about me putting a white girl at the center of the show to heal America, and that I don't understand racism, or I don't see racism in America. Of course I see racism in America. I'm a 57-year-old black man.
Lee Daniels, 57?
Duh. A hater's gonna hate, man. I can't win. Watch the interview. Watch the entire interview and watch the show, because the show's a tour de force and it explains race relations in America. Then come for me.
That's all you got out of that? That he's 57?
That's all you're...
He's 57 years old? I had no idea Lee Daniels was 57 years old.
All right, and speaking of television, let's talk about Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. They're going to be the subject of a new 4-part documentary miniseries. It's called The Defiant Ones. And Alan Hughes is producing it. Directing it. He did Menace to Society, Dead Presidents. And it's going to look at their life stories and the history of their partnership. It was filmed over 3 years, and they have interviews with, of course, Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and Gwen Stefani, Nas, Eminem, Ice Cube, David Geffen, Snoop Dogg, Bruce Springsteen, will.i.am, Tom Petty, a whole bunch of people. And they have some never-before-seen footage from recording and writing sessions with Eazy-E, JJ Fad, Stevie Nicks, NWA, Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen, U2, and many others. That's going to come out next year.
I'm there for that. Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine are definitely day ones, right? That's why I like that all of our hip-hop icons are getting older, because they're starting to tell their stories now.
Yep.
Right.
Which is dope.
All right, now, Empire, another lawsuit. That's from Dougie Fresh. They are saying that, according to Dougie Fresh, during season 2 of Empire, the show sampled and it was illegally sampled and used in the song No Doubt About It. That was performed on episode 3 by Pitbull and Jussie Smollett and featured on the Empire original soundtrack from season 2, volume 1. It was produced for the show by Timbaland.
They did all of that and didn't pay him?
Apparently so.
Damn it, man.
Yeah, so now there's a lawsuit for that. And Chris Brown has a documentary coming as well, Welcome to My Life. Now, we knew about this already, but they're saying this is going to come even sooner than we might think. There's no official release date, but they're saying, according to Chris Brown, it's coming any day now. Here is a trailer from that.
Chris Brown in jail this morning. Singer Frank.
Paula, this is a serious charge.
I was thinking about suicide and everything else. I wasn't sleeping. I barely ate. I just was getting hot.
The more light we get, the more we have to hide our DNA.
If you truly do love Chris Brown, and you felt everything that has gone on with him.
And there has been speculation already by some that this really will end Chris Brown's career.
If there was ever doubt in your mind, Chris Brown was done, he was finished, I wouldn't bet on it.
All right, so I think that'd be a good documentary.
I want to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Chris gotta stop looking for sympathy, man. Let it go. Like, all that stuff is behind you now. Like, you
it's
don't
a documentary. Maybe he feels like his story could help other people.
Yeah, but you don't have to hold on to that dark part of his
We
life.
never really heard his side, though.
I feel like we done heard his side a million times.
Not really.
Well, hopefully it's like a no-holds-barred situation.
Right.
If he ain't gonna tell us what actually happened in that car that caused him to give Rihanna the beats, keep it.
We're not gonna hear that part.
All right then, so keep it. It's like,
we don't know what's gonna be on there, but it does seem like his life has changed since he had his daughter.
That's great for him. Like let's focus. We can focus on that instead of focusing on the dark period in your life. Okay, you sniffed some coke. You had a domestic violence charge. All right. You threw a Chad, Good Morning America. We know all of this. You talked about it a million times.
There might be things that we don't know about.
Give it a chance. Give it a shot.
Chris Brown has a huge fan base, and he wants to put out this documentary, and I'm sure I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to check it out.
Forward motion.
All right, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your Rumor Report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Charlamagne!
Yes.
Giving Cowboys honky today?
For what? For being 11-2 and being in the playoffs?
Losing to the Giants twice?
Man, shut up.
Now, shout out to Mashiwa Purser on Twitter. She
Who is
posted
that? Sound
a
like a
picture.
linebacker for the Giants.
She posted a picture
You sound
of,
like you play defense for the Giants.
of her husband. Her husband is a Cowboys fan, and he had to actually wear her jersey, her Giants jersey.
Never.
And she wants to make the post go viral, so I just put it up and retweeted it
Never.
as well. But the jersey looks pretty tight on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look at this picture. It's pretty funny.
That's a real day, no real Giants jersey.
Yeah, I mean, she had him wearing that because the Cowboys lost.
Charlamagne's guy Wax is supposed to wear a cheerleader outfit for losing.
Super tight on him. All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and
First of
that's
all, if you
your
make a bet to wear a cheerleading
rumor
outfit,
report.
you want to wear that cheerleading outfit.
Right.
It's not a cheerleading outfit.
No, me and Wax made a bet.
Wax has to wear a cheerleading
Yeah,
outfit?
he has to wear a cheerleading
Well,
outfit.
where is he?
I don't know. I haven't seen him all day.
I know he has one at home that he wears.
Show. Excuse me.
Jesus Christ.
Donkey today, Charlamagne.
All right. 4 after the hour, Donkey today is going to a young man who is fanning the flames of prejudice in America, literally and figuratively. We'll talk about it.
All right. We'll get into all that when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The donkey of the day.
For the donkey of the day. That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil.
Possibly. The Breakfast Club.
Hey! Hello! Yes, Donkey today for Monday, December 12th goes to Jason Stokes. Now, Jason Stokes is a firefighter accused of setting fire to his own home. The irony, not just setting fire to his own home, but setting fire to his own home while his wife and 2 teen children were still inside of it. Sick individual this guy is. Well, it's not the first time I've heard of a person setting their own home on fire. People do that in the hood all the time. They collect the insurance money and, go buy a new crib and whatnot. But Jason seemed like he was trying to kill his whole family in the process. Now, I don't know what Jason's motive was in setting his house on fire. I don't know if his family was in on it, but I do know Jason tried to direct the blame of the blaze on somebody other than him. Let's go to CBS affiliate WBNG for the report.
A firefighter in New York is facing arson charges after he allegedly set his own home on fire and then proceeded to frame Black Lives Matter as the perpetrators. Now, Jason Stokes is the name of the uptown or upstate New York firefighter, and according to short investigation, authorities were able to find that he was the one that kind of set this up. So a family member said at the time that they believed their home was targeted because of the Blue Lives Matter flag flying out in front. He had his family members in the house while he did this. Investigators also found the message, "Lie with pigs, fry like bacon," written on some siding outside the burned home.
Now, we have enough tension between civilians and cops and civilians already, Jason. Why are you out here fanning the flames literally and figuratively? What is the point of creating a false narrative that members of Black Lives Matter are going around setting police supporters' houses on fire?
Right.
All this does is keep people on edge. Now, police are more aggressive with civilians, and then civilians feel like they have to return the energy. So all it does is create a damn mess, which leads to people actually getting hurt. And you, Jason Stokes, have contributed to that tremendously. Now, Jason Stokes has been charged with second-degree arson, and he's being held at the Broome County Jail. His bail is set at $10,000 cash or $20,000 in property, which all seems like a slap on the wrist to me. That all seems a little too low, and the charges don't seem excessive enough. His wife and teen kids were in the house. Shouldn't it be some kind of attempted murder charge as well tagged onto that? He put people's lives at risk, particularly people who are part of the Black Lives Matter movement, because he made it seem like the people who burnt his house down were anti-police. So the police in that area probably were turning that town upside down, all because you crying wolf about who burned your house down. Fake news, fake crimes. We truly do live in the era of believe of none of what you hear and half of what you see, unless what you see is online. If it's online, believe none of it until you get the details. Give Jason Stokes the biggest hee-haw, please. I don't get
Terrible.
it. I just don't get none of the motives, and I don't understand the low ass crime he got charged with. Just a slap on the wrist for second-degree arson?
All right.
I don't know if that's a slap on the wrist. I don't know nobody who got no second-degree arson charge. I don't hang around arson.
But you're right. There should have been some other charges as
Yes,
well.
you set the house on fire with your wife and your teen kids in there and tried to blame it on BLM.
Didn't you try to set your house on fire with your mom in there?
No, I never tried to set
No.
See,
Why
I
did you
should
just
come over
make
there
up
and
that
slap
whole
the
story?
baby
You tried to set your house on
Now
fire.
you trying to contribute to false narratives out here in these streets. Fake news ass.
What did you try to do?
What you mean? What did I try to do?
You told me one day your pops beat the hell out of you because
He
you
was
tried to
playing
set
with matches.
Yeah, I got a beating with an extension cord because I was in my house We used to live in a double wide trailer in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, population 8,000 or so. And I was in my room with a lighter, flicking the lighter on the carpet. I wasn't trying to set the damn house on fire.
Trying to set the carpet on fire.
Now, that could have been a result of him playing with the... Could have happened, though.
It could happen,
but it wasn't the intention.
It wasn't my intention at all.
The intention was...
I was just flicking a lighter, being a kid. You never play with a lighter as a youngster?
No.
Yeah, right. Knock it off. I seen your Wikipedia. What you was doing in that basement?
Yo, shut up.
Huh? No.
Learn how to DJ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that
Somebody
dunk
lit a fire in your ass.
Nobody in my ass. We lit a fire in the Cowboys' ass over the weekend. All right. Now, when we come back, we got to talk keeping up with the Kardashians. It looks like
we never talk about that.
They want to use mental illness and part of their next season.
Well, yeah, according to Entertainment Tonight, they're saying that a few of the sisters have filmed some scenes talking about Kanye, his hospitalization, his recovery, and this is going to be featured on the next season. Because, I mean, what a great storyline.
All right, well, that's the question. 800-585-1051. Are they wrong for using that as a storyline?
Should that be off limits? Because...
No, it shouldn't. They have a reality show. They deal with the reality of their lives. If they can have people transitioning through sexualities and smoking crack, they can have somebody playing fake crazy.
Yeah, but they said they're not going to put this where she got robbed.
And why are you saying he's playing fake crazy?
Playing fake crazy.
We don't know if he's playing fake crazy.
Stop.
You know what he's doing right
What's
now?
he doing?
He's doing A-Town appropriation. Because if you look at Kanye West, he's got his hair dyed blonde like A-Town.
Right.
He's trying to act like A-Town. If A-Town can't play, is A-Town crazy?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But you know who hit me over the weekend? 50 Tyson. You remember him?
He hit me too.
Right.
He's ready to do some interviews.
Time to move on. It's Monday. It's Monday. I hate Monday already.
He said he wasn't doing a collab.
I hate Monday.
No?
I hate Monday.
All right. 800-585-1051. Are they wrong for using that as a storyline?
No, they're not.
Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.